Hello again, boys and girls, and welcome to another video, another tag. I got tagged by Doctors Gaming to do a 13 facts challenge. Now, the idea behind this is to just say 13 facts that people might not know about you, which is going to be fun. What makes this more difficult for me, though, is the fact, obviously, I've got my Link to the Past series, and also I've done a Draw My Life, so there's not a hell of a lot more I can discuss, really. But I'm going to do my best, and also I'm going to tag more people in this. So, first of all, I'm going to tag 2 girls, 1 game, because, well, they tagged me in the YouTuber challenge, and I'd like to know more about them, because they're awesome people, so that'd be cool. I'm going to tag Euphorsaur, as always, to help her out with this blah 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 vlogmas. Going to tag Zandiel, because why not? Right? Why not? And lastly, I'm going to tag Jessica Spencer because it's been a while since I've seen a video from her, and it'll be cool to like see another one come out. Yeah. So on with the video, guys.
Number 1! I have a fairly ridiculous long-term memory. Not me bragging, but I remember things from when I was as young as 3 years old. I also managed to retain facts, numbers and words as well, such as ask any of my friends. And you'll quickly learn that I remember probably around 90% of things they've ever told me. For this part, I'm choosing to show I'm not reading a script or anything.
So I've made a makeshift blindfold like a weirdo out of a t-shirt and a dressing gown belt. And this is just to prove that I'm not reading off of anything when I do this. But after school, which is kind of a fair few years ago, I remember that the sum of pi up to a certain amount of digits is 3.1415926535897933238. And feel free to Google that, because that is correct, trust me. I also know a lot of long words, such as, well, everyone knows anti-disestablishmentarianism. But I know pneumono-ultramicroscopic volcanoconiosis, and also my favourite, my personal favourite, hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia, which is actually a phobia of long words. Irony!
Number 2! People who have been on my channel for long enough will probably know that I play guitar and a little bit of keyboard. But I'm also fluent on drums and bass guitar, and also in the beginner category for harmonica and ocarina. Number 3!
Just like Doctors Gaming, I have a very broad musical taste. I like almost anything, with the main exceptions being like garage music and new school R&B, but I'm still all about that Run DMC and such though. But yeah, one day I'll be listening to my favourite band Green Day, then the next some Frank Sinatra, some Metallica the next day, James Blunt after that, then Real Big Fish, listen to some Mozart whilst doing some writing, some 9 Inch Nails or Nightwish whilst editing videos, Linkin Park or Papa Roach whilst doing some running. You get the idea, it's very broad.
Number 4! I know I portray a dumbass on my channel, and in a lesser extent to my friends and such, as people have more fun with that side of me. But the fact is, I actually love reading and learning new things.
Physics and mythology are my favourites, but I also have like a bunch of random topic books as well, because why not, right?
With an emphasis on mainly physics and paranormal and extraterrestrial theories and records, thanks to my friend Sam, and also Greek mythology based on my own interests. I mean, seriously, Greek mythology is the most awesome, fucked up and whacked out fiction you'll ever read. For example, to tell a long story short, the Titan known as Cronus at one point confronted his father, Uranus, in battle, lopped his penis off with a sickle, throwing it into the sea, which then foamed up, giving birth to Aphrodite. Yup, that's a thing. Number 5! I used to skate a lot back in the day, but when looking for some decent footage, I learned that I only kept the fails because they were funny and deleted all of the serious footage. But here's some dumb clips, I guess.
Oh, damn! I'm you! Shit!
I'm gonna tell like the downer one in the middle, just so I've got like room to make it good again afterwards. But I have a major flaw, which is basically with the years of bullying and everything I faced as a kid, I tend to very easily feel that I'm bothering people, like friends and family and stuff like that. Like, for example, if I'm speaking to someone in the form of text and the conversation ends with me or I get short replies, I don't like to start the next conversation because, I feel like I'm bothering them. And the same goes for, like, real-life conversations. Like, if someone's kind of giving me short answers or kind of is acting disinterested, I'll just literally, like, walk away from them and, like, not talk to them unless they talk to me again. It really sucks, but I'm sort of trying to work on it as best I can. But, yeah, that's my biggest flaw, and I'm putting it out there. Why not? You know that now. Number 7! I've been trying to learn beatboxing for about 7 months now.
You get the picture. Yeah, I did. So yeah.
Number 8! I'm a trained chef. Yep, I took catering in college, and this is kind of a boring fact, as there's not really much else to say on this topic, but yeah. There's actually a cooking video I did like a while ago on this channel, but I didn't do another one since, but it's there somewhere. Number 9! I have an extremely dulled cringe reaction to sour foods and drinks. The only time I've cringed at anything sour was the very first time I tried the sweets called Warheads, but I'm used to them now, so yeah, doesn't really affect me anymore. But for example, here's a clip of me eating lemons.
Full up lemon there. It's good. Oops, shit.
Number 10! I love to walk around and find random places. There's awesome adventures to be had if you just set out to start walking without a set destination. Just to see where you end up. You usually find somewhere new and you can make a day out of it. It's fun. Number 11! I have an analytical mind, meaning, for example, if I'm told something or experience something, I'll then contemplate all of the possibilities that could come from that situation and what possibilities can come from those possibilities, and so on and so on. It sounds awesome, right? Like you're always planned for the future. No! Try going to sleep when just one little thing is on your mind, and you'll be lucky if you fall asleep, like, a few hours later. It's ridiculous. Number 12! Speaking of sleep, I am actually a night owl, meaning I feel a lot more productive and energetic during the evenings than the mornings. I hate mornings. Number 13! I believe in ghosts, and I have seen some shit, but I'm not religious.
But John, ghosts are meant to be dead people, which means you're talking about afterlife.
But nah, I actually have 2 possible theories on how to scientifically explain what they are. Stay tuned for a little bit if you want to hear science. Fair warning to click off of this video if not. If you're bored of science, click off now. Okay, thanks for sticking around. Okay, so number 1 is based on the multiverse theory, where alternate dimensions are formed to create realities for each outcome when a choice presents itself. To wrap this up quickly, my idea is that if these dimensions weaving away from one another then cross back over with each other when a series of events in each dimension leads back to the same point. ghostly impressions and energy projections of the alternate dimension can retain their form in the linked dimension. It's a little bit far-fetched, but it has a theorem there at least. The other idea is more logical, but is also a bit longer, and has required some pace notes on this one. So yeah, this idea is based on one of the most fundamental principles of quantum mechanics, in that observation changes the subject being observed. By simply observing or measuring a particle forces it into an energy state. When left unobserved, a particle can take any energy state available to it, but when a sentient observer is introduced, the particle becomes locked in place. In this theory, ghosts, as they are created when the observer's emotions create a semi-permanent indentation into the quantum tapestry of the universe. For example, if you cook fish, the smell lingers for a while after you've eaten the fish. In comparison to this, ghosts would be impressions of emotions that remain long after the cause has been resolved. So with all of that in mind, ghostly apparitions would be formed not from the dead, but from the living and their interactions with the world around them. The recording of events at the subatomic level would create an afterimage, much like a photograph. Sometimes, photographs can overlap each other and leave a ghostly indentation. And depending on the intensity of the emotion and the permeability of the quantum state, different types of ghosts can be created. But that's just a theory. A ghost theory. Well, two of them. Yeah. Sorry that was a bit long anyway. It's just like two ideas I had about ghosts. So yeah. And with that final fact about me, I can now return to videos involving games and silly jokes like poopy dicks and doing silly voices. So, until next time guys, thanks for watching!